Hi all, welcome to another Game Talk. Ajax versus Sparta 4-0. The 3 points stay in Amsterdam and we move up to the second spot. So Feyenoord only ahead of us now. We keep moving. Yellan here today with us. Welcome, Yellan. What do you think of the game today, bro?
First of all, thanks for having me again. Always love to be here. Actually, I'm very pleased with what I saw today from Ajax. I saw a good free-flowing team. I saw good combinations, um, and I think it has to do with playing with two attacking-oriented midfielders. So I think props to Heitinga for putting both of the players in, Klaassen and Berghuis in this case. And I just hope he keeps this up because I feel like the team is gelling a lot better with the two attacking-minded midfielders. And they also complement each other. So when Klaassen was going back to get the ball, Berghuis was going deeper onto the pitch and vice versa. So overall, I was very pleased with the team and with the performance. Especially the first half was in my opinion really good. The first 30 minutes.
Yeah, totally agree. We were off to a flyer, of course, in that fifth minute, already scoring that goal. That has been quite different in similar matches this season. That we had to break them down like very slowly, and sometimes we even couldn't. So that was great. That first goal. I want to touch upon a little bit what you said with the two attacking-minded midfielders that you like to see complement each other on that midfield. Does this mean that you want to keep Alvarez as a central defender for now and just keep Taylor on that sixth position? Or are you not happy with Taylor's contribution on the midfield and would you rather have Alvarez there?
Well, this was exactly the debate I had with myself during the match. I was thinking to myself, we have a problem because if Bessie really isn't good enough, then we might need Alvarez in the central defense position. But I like Alvarez more on the midfield. Overall, I was happy with Taylor's performance today, but regarding his last like 2 or 2.5 months, I wasn't. So it's a bit hard to predict what is going to happen, but I would like to see the two attacking-minded midfielders, and then either with Alvarez on the defensive midfielder position and Bessie at the back, or keep Taylor and play Alvarez at the central defense position. So yeah, that's a. I wouldn't say it's a luxury problem, but we have options.
Yeah, I agree. I think Klaassen was playing quite well today, and you can always see what he can bring to the team. So, I think it's a great performance by him for sure. That second goal, take it away, man. It was a nice assist, in my opinion, by Tadic, and great finish by Taylor. What do you think of it?
Yeah, a little bit of schoolyard football is what we call it here, what the little kids play, and I think that shows that Tadic still has confidence in his playing abilities and in his assisting abilities mostly. So yeah, I love that. Love that goal. The proper speed, a little bit of Amsterdam bluff. So I always like that. So I thought it was a really good goal. I also want to touch upon an attack before the second goal, which was really beautiful. Which Berghuis, I believe, he had a free shooting chance within the 18-yard box. That was, I think, one of the best attacks I've seen in a few weeks. Do you
Yeah,
remember what I'm
that was
talking
great.
about?
And also, you had that header of Kudus that hit
Yeah,
the crossbar.
yeah,
So there was also in that first half, I think, quite some chances for us. Talking about Tadic, we've talked about him a lot. Most Ajax fans talked about him a lot. I saw this stat today that he has now 149 appearances in the eredivisie, and he has 149 goal or assist contributions. That is crazy, right?
that is crazy. Also saw that, and I'm also very critical always about Tadic, especially in this season. Because he wasn't good in the majority of the season. Let's be honest. But that's a crazy stat. That's an insane stat.
But
Yeah,
still, I think I heard him say today that still he has 14 assists and 7 goals this season already. So
yeah. I also heard that. Yeah,
even with him not being optimal, like the vintage studies that we all know from 2018, 2019, he still
yeah,
produces like crazy. And can you imagine if he starts clicking? That's even worse than he would easily been in double digits both, I think.
yeah. True, and I also think that he's little bit in between positions now because I think he's not quick enough anymore for the side position. And I didn't really like him as a striker until this match. I think he did a really good job today in the striker position. But all the other times he was in the striker position this season, I think the last couple of games, I didn't really like him there. So I don't know where we should put him in the team, but he should stay in if he's this high in contributions.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like it because
No, I agree.
he has had a couple of bad matches, like really bad.
Yeah, like the last one
Um,
against Union, he wasn't like optimal there also. So I do agree with
yeah,
you that he's not been always below up to par. Sometimes below par, but his stats still speak for itself, of course.
apparently,
Quickly,
yeah.
that second half, the third goal was a penalty. Do you think it should have been a penalty, or was it a harsh one?
Actually, I think this was less of a penalty than the one before, where he
The
was,
Berghuis,
I
the
think,
Berghuis one that didn't was that they didn't give a penalty for.
maybe also the Klaassen one because he was really pushed in the back. Was it Klaassen? I think it was Klaassen. So, but maybe the third time is the charm. I think actually we could have gotten another one with Bobby, but maybe we touch on that later. But yeah, one of those four was going to be a penalty. So, and maybe two of the four, but I think the second one was more of a penalty than the third incident with Berghuis.
That third goal finished it off for us. No more threat with the 3-goal margin. So that last goal, we have those free kick takers in the squad, the
Yeah,
usual suspects as we call them. A Tadic and maybe a Berghuis. Depends on which side the ball is. And then this guy from Ghana, Kudus, just steps up to that free kick, and the veterans actually let him take the free kick, which is quite extraordinary that they would let him take it, and then he just finishes off like that. What did you think of that free kick, Yellan?
oh, it was excellent. We knew he has a good shot. We have seen it before, but mostly in normal play. I didn't know he had a good free kick until this one, but it doesn't surprise me too much. And I think they let him take the free kick because of the earthquake in Turkey and losing his friend.
Yeah,
And
Christian
it might
Christian
have
Atsu,
been,
right? The ex
yes,
Vitesse player. Yeah,
yes.
may he rest in
And I think
peace.
it might have been one of the last chances in the game to score. So I think that might have played into the decision, and we were already 3-0 up. But he showed that he can do it, so maybe he gets more chances now.
Yeah, I agree. He's been a beast. Also under Schreuder, not in his natural position, but now being played at positions that are more comfortable for him. He's even showing more than before. So quite happy with what he brought to the team, and hope he continues like this. Quick, Jan, I want to ask you the formation today and the formation against Union Berlin. There was a little bit of difference today because Bessie was out of the first 11 again. Alvarez back to that central back position, and Taylor and the two attacking midfielders at the midfield today. For the return against Union, we've now could judge different formations. What would be your preferable 11 for that return game?
Yes, I had a talk with a friend also about this, and he says the difference is playing against 5 or 4 defenders. And his view was that this is not possible against 5 defenders. I disagree. I think it's possible. So my preferred lineup would be the same as we started today. Yeah.
So without Bessie at the back,
Yes. Yeah.
and you're not afraid of those set pieces. We quite short player wise, length wise. So
Mm,
with Bessie in the back, you have a little bit more height. You're not
true.
afraid that we need that.
The chances we conceded against Union were from normal play. So I think the communication in the last line needs to be better, and then we should have more than sufficient cover. But yes, that's one of the things that could be a liability. But then again, I would rather have uh, a two attacking minded player midfield. We can also play Alvarez on the midfield, and then we can play Bessie at the back, and then Taylor has to make way. That's also fine with me.
I think it's been a while since you've been on the channel, at least not in the Heitinga era, I believe. Maybe Schreuder era the last time. So let
Yes.
me ask you now, first of all, What's your opinion that Schreuder is gone? And I want your opinion on Heitinga, how you think he is performing up until now. And do you like what you see, or do you want to see something different still?
First of all, I think I'm happy that Schreuder is gone because I didn't see any progression. It's always sad to see a coach leave because it's not always the full 100% fault of the coach because the players were also lacking in form. But those things coincide. So if you have no confidence in your coach, then your form will take a hit as well. With regards to Heitinga, I think he made a good move to put Kudus on the winger position. Because we were lacking strength there. I still don't know whether Robbie could bring the same as Tadic in some matches, but we have to wait and see. So overall, I'm happy with Heitinga that he is willing to make decisions right from the get-go and decisions that impact the team in a positive way. Like benching Bassi, it's a really record signing, 20-something million.
Yeah.
To put him on the bench, you really have to have the cojones, as we say, to do that because
Yeah.
not every starting coach starting out in his career would have the audacity to do that. So I'm happy with what I see so far. I'm happy that he can finish the season.
Yeah, and then based on his performance this half a season, you would then judge if you want to keep him or maybe go for another coach. But for now, you're content with him finishing it off this season.
Yes, I'm very content with him finishing it off because I always dislike bringing in a new trainer halfway through the season. And we have an adequate period to judge him fully. For half a season, you can judge if someone is ready or not. So depending on that, indeed, we can see if it maybe is a good fit to keep him on. Otherwise, we could maybe bring someone more experienced in and keep him on the side for him to take over after that.
Yeah, one last thing. We saw Grealish making finally a few minutes again. He's been injured a while. He was on the bench already at Union Berlin, I believe, the game. And now he got in at the last few minutes of this match. We saw Alvarez taking a hit on the shoulder. He had a bad drop on the pitch, and it looks like he was hurting. So hopefully he's okay. Do you see a role for Grealish at the remainder of the season? Because he is, I think, our only defensive midfielder next to Alvarez. So if Alvarez doesn't stay fit, or maybe if he does but moves up to the central back position, would you see a role for Grealish next to those two attacking midfielders, or would you prefer Taylor above him?
It's hard to say. I haven't seen enough of Grealish to adequately judge him, but I believe he was more or less a starter at Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga. So there must be something to his level that could contribute to Ajax in a meaningful way. And I think he was approached to be loaned by Sevilla, and they declined it. So there must be some plan or role for him at Ajax. But I can't adequately judge his level or his ability because I haven't seen enough of him. So I don't know. I think so. Otherwise, they wouldn't be keeping him around.
Yeah. Thank you, Yellan, for being here today. 3 points stay in Amsterdam. We move up to the first place, hopefully soon. Only Feyenoord above us now. So things are looking up. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you all next time.